Hello, I'm here with multiplying decimals numbers, part 1. There is a song, and it goes like this. When you multiply decimals, you line the numbers up, then multiply and move the decimal back. So, there's 2 steps to remember, and we have some problems for you to try it out on, okay? Here we are. 0.5 times 0.6. I've lined the numbers up. In this case, the decimals line up as well, but that won't always be true. Then I multiply. 5 times 6 is 30. Now the decimal is right here because it always comes after the whole number. But there's 1, 2 numbers after the decimal. So we're going to move the decimal back 2 places, and the answer to this problem is 0.30. Okay? You don't bring the decimal straight down. You count the numbers and move it back that many places. Let's try this one. It looks the same, but it's a little bit different. I've lined them up on the side. And I put the one with 3 digits on the top because that's the way I like it. 5 times 6 is 30, carry the 3. 5 times 0 is 0, plus 3 is 30. But this time I have 1, 2, 3. That's a 3. 3 numbers, 1, 2, 3. So I have to move it back 1, 2. Well, we ran out of numbers, but I make another loop and I fill it in with a 0. So this one turned out to be 0.30, but this one turns out to be 0.030 because there were 1, 2, 3 numbers after the decimal. And we have to move the decimal for every number that's to the right of the decimal. Every number to the right of the decimal we count, we move the decimal back that many places. Let's try this one. Who knows what will happen here? Oh my goodness, look. I've got 0.3, that only has 2 digits, but this one has 1, 2, 3, 4. So I like to put the longer number on top, one with the most digits. And now we multiply. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 12, so it's 12. Then I have to count 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers after the decimal. So I start where I've lined the numbers up. I start there and I move back 1, 2, 3, 4, and I fill it in with zeros. So the answer to this one is 0.0012. Okay? I've got a couple more. This one is 0.25 times 0.04, and I put the one with 3 digits on top. I line them up on the right. Then I multiply. 4 times 5 is 20, carry the 2. 4 times 2 is 8, 9, 10. Now I can go ahead and fill in my place under the column on the right, and I can multiply by 0. 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0, and 0 times 0 is also 0. Now I count. 1, 2, 3. There's 1, 2, 3 numbers after the decimal. So I move the decimal back 0, 0, 1, 0. It goes right here where I've lined up the numbers. Then I move it back 3 places. 1, 2, 3. And it's 0.100. But you know what? You don't have to write those extra zeros. It's 0.1 is fine. the zeros after the decimal, after a number, it's after the decimal. It's okay to not write them. But the answer that we got was 0.100. Okay? Oh, more. Let's see what this one has. 3.75 times 0.2. Well, I put the 3.75 on top because it has 3 digits, and the 0.2 on the bottom. Then, the first thing we do is multiply. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 7 is 14, 15. 2 times 3 is 6, 7. Okay? Oops, I should have thrown that decimal in there. I don't know why I did that. Because I haven't counted decimals yet. 1, 2, 3. Oh, well, this is fat. I don't want it that fat. So I count 1, 2, 3. Then I move the decimal back, comes right down where we've lined up the numbers, and it goes back 1, 2, 3. So it's there. This one is 0.750. Now we can leave that 0 off if we want, but it's not wrong if you write it. I've lined them up down the side here. I put the 3-digit on top because that's the way I like to do it. It's easier for me. I think it will be easier for you too. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. And 3 times 5 is 15. Then I can go ahead and multiply by the zeros and line them up. And I can add them, but they don't really do anything. They're just zeros. Now I count the numbers. 1, 2, 3. Oh, is this number after the decimal? No. Well, that one doesn't count. Oops, I've erased the wrong number. So there's only 1, 2. But the decimal doesn't come straight down. Nope. Nope, nope. It goes back 2. So it is 15.39. Okay? That's part 1 of multiplying decimal numbers. Now, what do you know if I put part 1? That's right. There's going to be a part 2.